Today, we talk about...
What up, cuz? What are those? Fresh out of Colorado. So I brought these with me. The Ronnie Fieg Adidas Response Trail Trek something. A little bit of bopper boost in the back. Nice little color tone. Had this going with some nice light blues the other day as well, so it kind of fits the theme. But yo, man, these are actually fairly comfortable, and I do love the bop of pink. Subtle. Actually, the insoles on these ain't too shabby themselves. Adidas and RF. So, to the main event. Let's grab this bad boy. Put them over here. All right, unwrap. I wish they would make this, I'm not gonna complain. Let's see, where's this shit here? Okay, so Christmas time is coming. It's all about the turtle doves, am I right? Might make a skit about that, actually, if I get the time. This long lost, forgotten grail. If I hear one more person, if I hear one more person comment, oh, these were ruined for me because I saw so many fakes, I feel bad for your ass, because I didn't experience a lot of hype beastiness around my area when these dropped, so I didn't have to deal with that mess. I only got to see the beautification of these in pictures. So, yeah, I'm going to carry that with me. And maybe this will be another Christmas special. Actually, maybe I'll wear these tonight because it's Christmas Eve. That's when, isn't that when Home Alone man, Macaulay Culkin wore them, or got his pair of turtle doves? Yeah, I'll have to really make a skit about this shit. I guess I'd have to make it tomorrow, huh? Word. Okay, or maybe tonight. Whatever, we'll figure it out. But nice little gentle boop, bop. All right, next. Oof, yeah, had to add a little bit of color. And I kept procrastinating. When the F I'm aware of these issues, but it's finally time for these bitches. The Air Max 270 in the Flyknit. To me, this popped the best, and that's why we made it happen. Had to have that contrasting Max ass, that ass air bubble. So here we go. I'll figure out when to wear these. Maybe around just between Christmas and New Year's. But for now, boop, bop, bop, beep, boop, boop. Next, along that same boost theme, y'all notice the theme. We're trying to pack this bag every couple of weeks, you know what I'm saying? We got the OG Pharrell Human Race Hue NMD, and that very, if you want to call any color a bop color other than orange, it's got to be this yeller, you know what I'm saying? Just that bright contrast of black on the yellow, with some colors. Yeah, this was a big no for me, dog, when it initially dropped, but I'm glad I came to my senses before the hype continued. So this is a fantastic pickup. Really goes well with my Hee Productions creation. A little sneak peek of that. Bop! Oh, speaking of which, before I forget these, gotta unpack. Bop! First and foremost, the flippy floppies. Bop! Talked about these enough. I'm just gonna leave these aside for a second. I guess they can join the family in the corner. Let's do it down here. Boom. Okay. Oh, I'm out of breath. Bop. Hey, yo, what it do? So first and foremost, pull out your space-saving technique-ish. The other main thing with these being, of course, the, if you want to pull over the laced pair. The laced pair, shout out to StockX, what it do. This being, of course, the ASICS GT2, I believe the first ASICS model to incorporate gel light technology, as you can see written as so. This was not the original colorway Ronnie Fieg dropped. This was actually the second, this being the ultramarine colorway. The original rose gold was also a beautiful, beautiful creation, which kind of lent itself to, you know, Ronnie's use of ASICS quite well. And this one, to me, honestly, if it weren't for that being the original release and this being the second release, I would say this is the more phenomenal colorway, in my opinion. Plus, as you can see here, This bad boy came with the blue laces, so I'm gonna definitely have to switch those out for these. These are definitely a great winter shoe, but obviously would work phenomenal in the summer as well. But like those icy color combos really help, you know, keep it multi-seasonal. Kind of teased these on my Instagram not too long ago. Pulled out some of that underwear, some of that sockage word. Of course, we talking about the Air Jordan 1 UNC off-white ones. A gorgeous shoe. Finally had to bite the bullet. A little pop of orange, or bop of orange, I should say. I mean, this is just... And I know the orange laces really add an extra layer of bop. Obviously with the hang tag as well. But in my personal opinion, you know, I thought it was just a little bit too much bop when you do the orange laces. Although they do pop. Really prefer these. Plus, as I mentioned before, I took those orange laces, repurposed them for the blazers, which I think work much better with orange laces. Anyway, so there you go. Now, the asshole that had these before me zipped these too close, like he like sucked this up in there. So now I get all this extra hang over here, whereas before I could like let it there so that I wouldn't have to let it drag on the floor when I walk. So I might have to snip off a piece of this, which sucks, but you know, it what it is. So there you go. There's the UNC off-white Jordan 1 classic. Look great with blue laces, multi-seasonal, especially in this powder blue season. As you can see, it's gonna go great. Yeah, we're gonna put that there. We're gonna take that. We're gonna put that bop right there. Okay, next. Of course, 'tis the season, so you gotta bust out the Grinch Kobe's. First, get the underwear out of there. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Right here. Right down yonder. We're gonna take these bad boys. The Grinch, as you can see, inspired by some people's estimation, the greatest Kobe model of the Kobe line with Nike. As you can see, this is a very fierce silhouette with the faux snake skin, of course. Just a phenomenal execution when these debuted. Back when Christmas sneaker debuts were a big deal with Nike basketball. You know, we've kind of shied away from that of late, but hopefully we can get back into the swing of things. Maybe a Fear of God thingamajigger coming forward, maybe for the All-Star break perhaps as well. Who knows? But you see the coupled red. It did come with green laces that actually really work well with these shoes as well. But honestly, I prefer the bop of the infrared-ish, reddish. Actually, this is more of a university red, I would say. But yeah, obviously completes the whole Grinch theme. Can't hate on that. What a classic thing. I've worn this, I think, 2 Christmases in a row. This is about to be the 3rd, so. I got it. I don't know why I just turned the camera off. Anyway, we're just gonna grab this and put it in the bop zone. Okay, next up, we are done with that. Back to the main-ish. You know what? It's finally time, guys. We were talking about these. This video blew the fuck up. I did not expect that, but it is what it is. The OG Ultra Boost, of course. Took out the insoles because they ain't comfy with them in. And then obviously, again, this is the OG. Still DS. Gonna un-DS from this trip. Get the gold aglets, of course. And of course, the famed 1.0 Prime Knit upper. Concord Pipo. I guess it's not technically Concord, but whatever. Bop. Torsion. Yeah. Not going to be unworn for too long, but I'm not too worried about tearing down these soles because I know what I'm doing. From what I heard, this inner red boost writing is also a different color now, so. Hey, sex for you. Ooh, red's my favorite color. Bop. That was bad. All right, Pito. All right, back to the business. What do we got next? Yes, the Yaynits, the OG Yaynits. So these are not the original colorway of the Flyknit trainers, but in my opinion, probably the most beautiful colorway. If I may say so myself, I'll do so declare. I mean, look at this. Nice contrast of blacks and whites, some Oreo cookiness to it, although there was a separate Oreo colorway. As you can see here on the tongue. Flyknit trainer, one of the very early models that incorporated Flyknit as a debut. I believe it was the first GR model to make a big splash in the Flyknit era of Nike. And I mean, you can tell just from this, comparing this feel of Primeknit to the feel of Primeknit on modern day Nike products. This was very rough Flyknit. This is not very Flyknit, if you will. The other major difference with the re-release that I was mad about way back when I made an original video on these are the OGs with the black collars. The re-release have the white collars, I believe. So that's how you can tell. If you know, you know. Fantastic shoe. Have worn them already, I believe, last winter. They're a great winter shoe, if anything. But obviously, work great in the summer as well. But yeah, hard to really beat this model. You can kind of see, though, like how tough. It's almost like plastic as opposed to like pure Flyknit. So kind of nice to have products like this to look back on and see the evolution of Nike over time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, with that shit, let's bippity boppity, don't touch the zoppity. Michael Scott triggered. Boop, bop. Next, better be wrapping this up because the sun going down. Now, I did mention the the Trail Response by Adidas. This was the other half of that Aspen pack, if you will, in terms of shoes. The Ronnie Fieg Consortium Series collaboration with Nike, Adidas, on the very first Ultra Boost Mid, which kind of got monikers of Ugly Sweater, but went by the Aspens, essentially. You know, as you can see there, the Ronnie Fieg logo. I've talked about these before. I actually brought these last trip as well, but I figured since I was going to Colorado/Denver for the first time ever, might as well bring these shoes as an excuse to wear them, and they were a hit. They were a hit. Obviously, you can see they are gorgeous. A great winter shoe. Kept me nice and warm in that blitz of Denver night coldness, if you will. So thanks for that, guys. Have you guys hang out together. Flock like a weather of feathers. Makes no sense. Okay, are we done yet? I think there might be one more here. Ah, yes. Good a time as any. Had talked about these also, but fuck it. We're gonna go with the Flyknit, or not Flyknit, these are obviously not Flyknit. Apparently the Flyknits, I spoke wrongly on a previous video. I was misinformed. I thought that these were the official next iteration of the model, but I guess this is just one version. You have the non-Flyknit model, which I think really pops of bop given its Iron Man callback. Whereas the Flyknit 3.0, the Flyknit version will be the, God damn it, VaporMax 3.0. So, hey, it is what it is. What you gonna do? But yeah, these are nice and beautiful regardless. So, figured I'd bust these out. Plus, the red works well for Christmas. So that's what we're gonna do. Now, with that said, I think we've reached the end of our tour here. There we go. So, yeah, got to head to work, even though it's Christmas Eve. Got a couple patients to see, so we're going to go do that, come back, and get back to YouTube. We out. Bye.